So this is my official first video, and today's subject, we're going to talk about the zombie apocalypse a little bit. Now, a lot of people, skeptics, they don't really believe in it. They don't think it's going to happen. Me personally, I believe that it's coming a lot sooner than most people think. If you watch the news, the shit that happens, it's really, I don't know, it's really minor shit, like child abduction, stuff like that. Well, but the biggest one would be the, we remember the guy who ate that guy's face, man. That was a big deal. And you had that little cat from Sons of Anarchy, the one that played Half Sack, and that dude, freaked the fuck out and, attacked his landlady, killed her cat or something, bit somebody, and then jumped off a roof. That was psychotic. Why did that happen? Why did this dude just all of a sudden flip shit? See, me personally, I have a couple of ideas. One, it's either going to be like rabies, like in that movie Quarantine. Did y'all ever see that? Well, it makes a lot of sense if you think about it. It totally explains the anger, the total loss of control, the way it's spread through saliva. That's how rabies is spread. Or it's going to be these synthetic drugs. Somebody's going to fuck around and make something really bad. And then, meth heads, if you think about meth heads, they're almost zombie-like anyways. It's almost like they're zombie-like, And, I don't know. I think it's either going to be synthetic drugs, or it's going to be something like, fucking rabies, or like in that movie I Am Legend. Did you all ever see that? Well, pretty much in this movie, I can't remember what exactly it was, but it's like they used measles to cure something, or like they were trying to find a cure for measles. But anyways, they ended up making this really fucking badass virus, and it just totally wiped out everything. And it's going to be the government's fault either way. Any way you look at it, it's going to be the government's fault. They're going to do something fucked up. They're going to be like, oh, hey, well, we found a cure for this. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, shit, we're sorry. We didn't. One of the side effects, zombification. But that's what's going to happen. So what you need to do is prepare yourself, because I don't care if you believe it or not. It never hurts to be prepared. It really doesn't. It never hurts to be prepared. It's almost like one of those situations where I'd rather have a gun and not need it than to need a gun and not have it. So, what you can do is you can go down to your local bookstore and get you a copy of the Zombie Combat Manual. This is good shit. This really in detail trains you on how to become a zombie killing machine. It's the best ever. It's amazing. Your body type and all that stuff. It tells you what you need to do. Certain body types. How to use different weapons. Here we go. So right here we have the effectiveness of the weapon, lifespan, skill level, availability, and the cost, So also, it tells you in there where your greatest chances of becoming infected are, It gives an infectivity rate. So if you're using something like a hammer or something, you got to get pretty close to these motherfuckers. So your chances of infectivity are going to go way up. But, also, if you think about it, it's okay, so we've all seen The Walking Dead. Yes, it's awesome, but they do so much shit wrong in that. The best thing you can do, and a lot of people always, they all have this idea that, oh, we're going to go to Paul's Discount. Oh, we're going to go to a thrift, like a sporting goods store. Everybody, I want these guns. I want all the bullets I can get. But if you think about it, that is the dumbest idea ever, because as soon as this shit happens, everybody and their fucking brother is going to be running as fast as they can to a sporting goods store. And chances are either A, you just set up a zombie buffet, or B, you're going to end up getting yourself killed by some other motherfucker who wants the 38. So it's really stupid to do that. My suggestion to you is just to go ahead and stock up. It's always, and also it's good to have a good, food stockpile. Not just for the zombie apocalypse, but tornadoes, fire, shit like that. And it's great because if the zombie apocalypse does happen, which I'm pretty sure it will, me personally, I kind of hope. But, if you think about it, if you already have this shit on hand, any natural disaster, it can be useful. It can be useful for any natural disaster. And that, my friends, that is not insanity. That is not, oh, you're a zombie freak. No, that's just common fucking sense. It never hurts to be prepared. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, it's bullshit to go out and waste all this money on this stupid shit. It's never going to happen. But, dude, there could be a tornado tomorrow. There could be a hurricane. Let's be realistic. We live in Kentucky. But, it just never hurts to be prepared, guys. It really doesn't. I used to be one of those non-believers, but then, I started like, well, maybe, this could. And, it could happen. It's just one of those things where, again, it's always best to be prepared. So, I started off, I guess, like most do. I bought the zombie survival guide, and it was awesome. It was awesome. Of course, it is it is fictional, but it kind of breaks down what you should do. So back to what I was saying just a few minutes ago. We'll come back to this. I know I get a little ahead of myself. I jump around. But here's the cool thing. So everybody's going to be running to like sporting goods stores, all this good stuff, Walmart, getting all the food. Go to a hardware store, places like Lowe's. Okay, so here's what's great about Lowe's. In there, you have everything you're going to need. Now, granted, you don't have like meat and shit like that, but that'll come later. That's not what you need to worry about. So first of all, Lowe's. You have everything that you need in this building to make this goddamn place a fortress. Like, you have everything to barricade the doors. And, there is a garden section. So, you're going to have everything that you're going to need to grow food. You're going to have all this shit there for you to grow your food. And here's the cool thing. For those who live in Somerset, here's the cool thing. I don't know if I'm even going to post this video because I want you motherfuckers knowing this. But for those of you who do live in Somerset, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to try to help everybody out. But for those of you who live in Somerset, you know that Walmart is right next to Lowe's. So what you can do, this is just a little idea that I had. I don't know if it would work well, but it's worth a shot. There again, it's not a bad thing to be prepared, and it's not a bad thing to try. So, with Walmart being so close, with all the, with like all the lumber and stuff you have at Lowe's, build you a fucking bridge from Lowe's to Walmart. Now, getting into Walmart might be a little hectic, but hey, dude, they got machetes and shit at Lowe's. That's another good thing. See, everybody has this idea that when the zombie apocalypse comes around, you should have like an arsenal of fucking like machine guns and pistols and all kinds of this shit. But all in all, guys, let's be realistic here. The best thing you can do is get you like a melee weapon. Seriously. I don't ever have to worry about running out of shells. You might have to clean it on occasion, depending on how much blood and brains and shit you got on it. You don't want that to gunk up. That's just nasty. If you're going to kill zombies, do it right, do it clean. But, it's not like you have 8 whacks with a machete and then, you got to reload. No, this motherfucker can go and go and go. And a lot of people are like, well, I got me a goddamn M60 with some fucking hollow points, shoot her 300 yards away. No, that is bad. Also, think about the noise. So, like, when you fire off a gun, you're pretty much ringing a gigantic dinner bell. That's all you're doing is just like ding, 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 ding. That's it. That's all they hear. They don't understand that it's just, poof, that one of their own just got off. They see that as a sign of, oh, hey, phone's over here, like. But, guys, seriously, honestly, from me to you, best thing you can do is just take my advice. Get yourself prepared. It wouldn't hurt to store a little bit of food up. Becoming familiar with the machete might help. Hell, it doesn't even have to be a machete. You can use a scythe. You can use anything. As long as it's lightweight, you can swing it really easily. I wouldn't recommend swords. The way swords are made, they'd break. If you could make your own sword, temper the metal, make it real nice and strong, then maybe a sword. Maybe a sword would be forgivable. But, and guys, this isn't the fucking Hunger Games. Don't go out and start, like, practicing with throwing knives and shit like that. Let's be real. If you have, like, a horde of zombies coming at you, how effective do you think this shit's going to be? It's really not. It's really not. All it's going to do is set you up for total fucking failure. So, guys, get yourself prepared. Snag you a copy of the Zombie Survival Guide and Zombie Combat Manual. It's going to tell you everything that you're going to need to know in there. And again, like I said, this isn't something that is happening right now, but it's never a bad idea to be prepared. It's always good to be safe. Use a condom every time. This is James. It's been great talking to you. Peace out. Have a great day. Whatever. Bye.